Keep this in mind, my brother. This is what God definitely does to narcissists. Very painful torture. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. It's great to have you here with us today. Have you ever pondered whether a higher power intervenes in the lives of narcissists? Questions like these often swirl in our minds, especially when we observe the apparent lack of consequences for their actions. In today's episode, we're delving into a thought-provoking topic. Does God punish narcissists? We'll explore these questions through the lens of spirituality and religion, seeking to understand the dynamics at play when it comes to divine intervention and karmic consequences. If you're intrigued by this discussion and eager to explore the spiritual dimensions of narcissism, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us raise awareness about narcissistic abuse and its impact on individuals and communities. So, let's dive into today's exploration and uncover the 3 ways in which divine forces may influence the lives of narcissists. Let's get started. Number 1. Divine patience and opportunities for change. In the cosmic tapestry, narcissists are afforded ample time, countless opportunities, and abundant space for transformation. The divine or universal force, in its infinite compassion and mercy, extends these chances to every individual, including narcissists, in the hope that they'll choose the path of self-reflection, responsibility, and growth. God, or the universe, is not a punitive entity eager to cast judgment and punishment upon us. Rather, it is a compassionate force that grants us the gift of free will and multiple chances to align with our highest selves. Despite the myriad opportunities presented to them, narcissists consistently fail to introspect, acknowledge their harmful actions, or initiate change. Their refusal to confront their destructive behavior condemns them to face inevitable consequences from which there is no escape. The cosmic evidence of this divine patience lies in the relationships narcissists encounter, particularly the presence of individuals like yourself. You, unwittingly, serve as a divine gift to the narcissist, a beacon of hope and opportunity for transformation. Through your unwavering compassion, forgiveness, and understanding, you offer them the chance to change their ways. Yet, instead of embracing this opportunity for growth, narcissists exploit your kindness, abusing your generosity and weaponizing your virtues against you. They squander the divine offerings of love and light, opting instead for fleeting materialistic pleasures and self-serving pursuits. The universe allows narcissists to persist in their delusions of grandeur, knowing that their eventual downfall will be their greatest teacher. As they soar ever higher on the wings of arrogance, they remain oblivious to the impending crash that awaits them. When the inevitable collapse occurs, their reality shatters, and they are confronted with the consequences of their hubris. This divine patience does not signify cruelty on the part of the universe. Rather, it underscores the narcissist's self-imposed punishment. The collapse they experience in old age, as their illusions crumble and their sources of narcissistic supply dwindle, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of arrogance. It's a universal truth echoed in scriptures across cultures. Arrogance is abhorred by the divine, and those who indulge in it are destined for their own undoing. Number 2. Deprivation of narcissistic supply. In the divine orchestration of events, the universe intervenes to strip narcissists of their primary sources of validation and power. This often manifests as the loss of relationships or circumstances that once bolstered the narcissist's ego and reinforced their sense of superiority. For instance, a narcissistic parent may find themselves estranged from their children, whom they once believed they controlled and owned. As these children mature and recognize the toxicity of their parents' narcissism, they sever ties, leaving the narcissist bereft and devoid of the adulation they once thrived upon. God, or the cosmic forces at play, orchestrates this deprivation to dismantle the narcissist's facade of power and grandiosity. The very sources of strength and pride that the narcissist relied upon are systematically taken away, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. This phenomenon is not confined to familial relationships. It extends to all aspects of the narcissist's life, where their perceived influence and dominance are gradually eroded. An illustrative example is provided by the speaker's paternal grandfather. A malignant narcissist who once exuded an air of invincibility and dominance. In his prime, he reveled in instilling fear and exerting control over his family members, basking in the illusion of his omnipotence. However, as time passed and the consequences of his narcissism became evident, he found himself isolated and abandoned, left to confront the stark reality of his existence. The universe's intervention serves as a harsh awakening for narcissists like the speaker's grandfather, confronting them with the bitter truth of their mortality and insignificance. Stripped of their illusions of eternal youth and power, they are forced to reckon with the consequences of their actions. Despite their fervent belief in their own exceptionalism, they are confronted with the undeniable truth of their own mortality and insignificance. In their twilight years, narcissists often find themselves grappling with profound loneliness and existential despair, devoid of the adulation and power they once commanded. Their long life, far from being a gift, becomes a relentless cycle of suffering and regret, a testament to the consequences of their narcissism and hubris. Number 3. Endless dissatisfaction and dysphoria. God, in His infinite wisdom, subjects narcissists to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction and dysphoria, wherein nothing ever satisfies their insatiable desires. Like a vessel with a bottomless hole, they incessantly seek more, yet remain perpetually unfulfilled. This dissatisfaction extends beyond material possessions to encompass every aspect of their existence, including their own selves. For the narcissist, nothing is ever enough. They are unable to find contentment or gratitude, constantly projecting their sense of inadequacy onto others, particularly those who serve as their primary sources of narcissistic supply. Whether it be through incessant demands for physical appearance alterations or unrealistic expectations of performance, the narcissist relentlessly seeks validation and affirmation from external sources. This unyielding quest for validation stems from their deep-seated insecurities and shame, which they are unable to confront or acknowledge. Instead of addressing their internal turmoil, they project their inadequacies onto others, perpetuating a toxic cycle of manipulation and dissatisfaction. God's intervention in the narcissist's life manifests as a divine decree to live in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. Despite their material wealth or outward success, they remain devoid of true joy or fulfillment. Their fleeting moments of happiness are mere illusions, overshadowed by a persistent sense of emptiness and longing. In depriving them of the ability to experience genuine love and connection, God condemns narcissists to a life devoid of divine mercy. Love, the highest vibration of emotion, eludes them, leaving them trapped in a lower vibrational frequency characterized by greed, selfishness, and perpetual discontent. Moreover, their inability to transcend their egoic desires and connect with the divine essence within themselves perpetuates a state of spiritual stagnation. They remain blind to the interconnectedness of all beings and the inherent divinity within themselves and others. Ultimately, God's intervention serves as a karmic retribution, condemning narcissists to a life of existential despair and spiritual bankruptcy. Despite their relentless pursuit of power and validation, they remain trapped in a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction, never experiencing the true essence of divine mercy or fulfillment. Number 4. Divine exposure and disgrace. God, in His divine wisdom, often chooses to expose narcissists, bringing their deceit and manipulation to light for all to see. Despite their belief in their own intelligence and ability to conceal their true nature, God intervenes to reveal the narcissist's hidden truths, unraveling their carefully constructed facade of lies. When God exposes them, every piece of information comes to the surface, connecting the dots and demolishing the narcissist's false reality. Their web of deceit crumbles, leaving them exposed and vulnerable to the world. With nowhere to hide and no more sources of narcissistic supply to seek, they face disgrace and collapse as their narcissistic identity is shattered. For a narcissist, the ultimate punishment is being left alone with themselves, unable to tolerate their own presence. Stripped of their manipulative tactics and false persona, they confront the emptiness within, suffering the consequences of their actions. Even in death, a narcissist's soul finds no solace. Whether relegated to the lowest realms, reincarnated as a lesser being, or condemned to hell in the afterlife, they continue to face the repercussions of their deeds. Their destiny is one of perpetual suffering, a karmic retribution for their narcissistic behavior. In essence, there is no happy ending for a narcissist. They are fated to face the consequences of their actions, unable to escape the cycle of suffering they have created for themselves. It is not God's cruelty that brings about their punishment, but rather their own karma, which they must confront for eternity. As we near the end of this episode, I want to hear from you. What other ways do you think God intervenes in the lives of narcissists? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below to enlighten others. If you found today's episode helpful and insightful, don't forget to let me know by dropping a comment. Your feedback means the world to me. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll delve deeper into this topic. And remember, the journey of healing is ongoing. Until next time, take care and let the healing process continue. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. Also, check out the free book and consider a one-on-one consultation linked in the description below. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content like this.